To my selfless Spartans, I love you all. To my good people, please join us. I understand that some of you may find being faithful and walking the path of the righteous is difficult because everyone around you is doing the opposite. But I encourage you, stay on your path and all will be well. Let go and let God. Those who are righteous will be shunned because we stand for everything that others do being wrong. I myself have come to a point where I feed off of hatred. I have so many people who hate me in my life. So many who don't want me around. Simply because I am the shining example of everything they state being false. How dare you complain to me that you are struggling in this life if you have not ever experienced homelessness? How dare you complain to me if you're struggling in this life if you've never experienced hunger? I know what hunger feels like. I know what it feels like to have your guts hurting for sustenance. I don't know anyone else who could say that. So people will shun me because they can't complain when I'm around. They've never felt hunger. They've never felt homelessness, extreme poverty. They still know what it feels like to get home-cooked meals from their mother and yet complain and yet tell me they need to sell drugs. Let me give you an example of letting go and letting God. As I just told you, I know what hunger feels like. That is a pain that is undescribable. And that pain can take you one of two ways. Anyway, not wanting to experience that again when I'm under extreme duress, sometimes I regress to a more savage mentality. So I had someone playing with my money for no reason at all. I was doing good deeds and giving shelter to low-income families, single mothers with several children. And unfortunately, as I stated before, people will hate you for that. Because when they look in the mirror, they don't understand why they are nothing. They can't comprehend why following demonic ways and abusing chemicals doesn't add up to righteousness. They suffer from foolish pride, and they will prey on the downfall of the righteous so that one day in their miserable life they can say, aha, I told you so. But anyway, this man was playing with my money. He was responsible for making sure I received my rent at the address in which I gave to him, at the address in which I was receiving correspondence for over a year. He played with the address and stopped paying me. right? So I was not able to pay for the mortgage that sheltered a low-income family. Now, this is not the first time this man has played with my business. Because as soon as he met me and saw that I am a young man who is about 20 years younger than he, who works for himself, the hatred began immediately. But it's okay. I feed off of hatred. I look forward to it. Because the more that people hate and sabotage, the more I thrive. It's been too much. Anyway, I stopped receiving my rent, and it is a substantial amount of money. It is for an 1,800 square foot colonial in a wonderful neighborhood, okay? I haven't gotten my rent for that property in nearly 3 months because he played with my mailing address. And I didn't receive correspondence that would have made me aware of the situation. So I went to the office to address the situation, and I found that it was the same gentleman who had issues with me from the beginning. And this is why I state that God knew I was not ready. Because I must confess, if I had children or a family, and this man put me in a situation where I can't feed my children or my family, I don't even want to tell you what runs through my mind. But God knows. And I'm working on that every day of my life. So long story short, as a result of working on that, I'm down about $8,000, okay? I just totally gave up. I let go and I let God. I gave up. I just totally let go and let God. So I did my part as per the missing correspondence instructed, and I didn't ask a single question. You see, I taught myself about real estate investing. No one taught me anything. I come from homelessness and taught myself how to do business. And I have so much more to learn. And that's why I come here and give you all of my knowledge. Because I don't want the good people of this channel, the righteous, God-fearing Christians, to suffer like I did. I want to bring you the blessings that Christ put upon myself. So I go to my P.O. box after about the 3rd month, just to clear out the junk mail and make sure there's nothing important in the box. And lo and behold, there's a rent check there from the property that is housing the low-income single mother and her children. And it is paying me in full, plus extra. I was not expecting this check in no way, shape, or form. I thought that the requests as per inspections needed to be addressed prior to any payment. I had no idea that this check was waiting for me, and there it was. All of the money owed plus. Why? Because I did not follow the path of the demons. I followed the path of the Lord. And I let go and let God to my selfless Spartans trade. Please, eat right. And to my good people, until we meet again.